Hey, welcome to Pick My Solar Live. I am Andrew Bear with the one and only Patrick Crowley,
Hello.
your main man. Ask us anything as we go through, as always. This time we are going to a deep dive into how to lower your electric bills in the summer. Yeah, so we get customers often who come to us who are looking to lower their electric bills, so let's take a little dive in,
Yes.
explain it.
One of the reasons people go solar.
For sure. So electricity rates are the highest in the summer, and we see that in the rate schedules pretty much mostly everywhere we work. Is that correct?
Mostly everywhere. Some are less drastic than others.
Sure.
The investor-owned utilities, SDG&E, SCE, PG&E, you see a pretty drastic increase.
Mhm.
50%, 100% increase sometimes. In some places like Con Edison or LEDWP, you see a lot smaller of an increase on the winter versus
Mhm.
summer, but pretty much across the board, rates from the utility are higher. Reason being, the stress is higher on the grid.
Yeah.
People use more energy in the summer.
Yep.
Cooling, pools,
Yep.
just, I guess, general usage goes up. I don't know if there's other contributing factors to that.
Yeah, I think the main thing is the cooling. So everyone's turning on their AC, as opposed to winter. Some people turn on an electric-based heat, some people turn on gas. But in the summer, everyone's turning on AC.
Right.
So one of the best ways to mitigate your AC usage is to set the thermostat at 78. If you can do that and you're comfortable with that, it'll help you save on your cooling bills. And every degree that you're going to raise that, you're going to save even more, obviously, because you're
Wow.
not cooling your house as much.
I didn't realize it was that drastic, though.
Yeah, it's a big difference.
78 might be a little toasty on some of these days, though. And that's why people cut into it.
Yeah.
Get a little bit lower.
It is a little. That's actually what my wife and I do. We try to keep it at 78, and if you got 78 and like sun beating in through the windows, it can feel warm.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need shade, but it's a good place to start and see if you can live with it.
Yeah, okay. Maybe I'll give that a go.
I also had one time had people ask me if it's better to let your thermostat or keep your thermostat at 78 or 75 or whatever for the whole day.
First
Rather
going
than
up and down.
rather than let your home heat up during the day and then have it work hard to bring it down from like 85 to 75 when you get home from work.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yep, I'm with you. What's
Um,
better?
And the answer is you always want to have your thermostat off or at like if you have a pet in the house, whatever setting's
Right.
comfortable for them. But you always want to turn that off when you're not at home because there's always energy like leaking out of your house through insulation.
Sure.
So, or heat linking out, not energy. So every degree difference, delta, between the outside temperature and the inside temperature increases the amount of heat loss.
Right.
So as your home temperature inside increases, you're not losing as much heat. So during the day, if you keep it at 75, you have a drastic heat loss that you're trying to beat consistently.
Right. You're just making your thermostat work harder when he
Yeah.
really doesn't need to be.
Exactly. So set it at 78, and we're kind of like leaking into what this is, but invest in energy efficient tools for the exact reason that I just mentioned, because you can either get a programmable thermostat or a smart thermostat that'll program itself so that when you're not at home, it will modify the temperature, raise the temperature, so that you're not wasting that energy.
Yeah, and a lot of those tools too, you can set it, even, I don't want to call them dumb thermostats, but I have a dumb thermostat and it doesn't work great, but you can set it to turn on at 7 p.m. So
Yeah.
even if you're coming home at, 7:15 and you start it maybe 10, 15 minutes before you get there, so it's a little more comfortable for you when you get there, start
Yeah.
taking it from that 85 to that 78. Most thermostats these days will have that functionality.
Yeah, and a lot will even like connect to your smartphone too, so you can like start it.
Yeah,
like
well,
a
that's for
random
the smart
moment.
ones, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Next thing you should do is switch to Energy Star appliances, and this is just a good recommendation year round.
Yeah, and that's, should go without saying, more efficient appliances are
Yeah.
going to reduce your overall need to consume energy. And so if you're one of these people saying, I need my thermostat at 73 degrees at all times, maybe a way that you chip away is you start shifting some of your appliances to reduce that base load
Mhm.
And then when you need to use the air conditioning, you can do that with a little bit more freedom.
Yeah, for sure. And then, as you mentioned at the beginning, solar produces the most in the summer.
That should be pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah.
The the sun's going to be out for more parts of the day.
But why?
But why? Seasons is how it goes. I don't know if you want to go too deep into that. I think we can breeze past this. But yeah, if you ever look at a solar production graph, which it's on our bids page, it's on most solar tools, you will see your January month might not be producing more than 500-600 kilowatt hours over the course of the month. That's because you're going to have less daylight hours. A little bit lower trajectory, so to speak, as far as your possible irradiance, and so you get a little bit more shade depending